What if I told you that life as you know it, or possibly even your own life, was going to end in around 10 years from now? This isn't a joke, and this isn't just to get you to watch this video. This is a startling revelation. I'm going to tell you who said it, what it's all about, and it's something you should pay attention to. So let's not waste any more time and get right into this. Now, I'm going to tell you about a man who helped build modern AI. He's not a journalist, not a podcaster, and not a tech investor trying to get clicks. The actual man, he's one of 3 or 4 human beings on Earth most responsible for making AI what it is today. And he is terrified, and I use that word seriously, terrified of what he built. His name is Yoshua Bengio. He is the most cited living scientist in the world. Not the most cited AI researcher, the most cited scientist across every discipline: physics, medicine, biology, chemistry, every field on this planet. And he won the Turing Award in 2018. That is the Nobel Peace Prize, or the Nobel Prize of computer science. Now, mind you, he helped build the technology underneath ChatGPT, underneath every AI assistant, underneath the tools now reshaping every industry on this planet. And last week, he said it could make humanity extinct. Now, I need you to sit with that for a moment. Now, I know that AI could end humanity has become the background noise. You know, it's said so many times by so many people, it starts to feel like another scary headline designed to get views. And that's why I said what I said at the beginning of this video. But this is different. When the man who built the thing says he is afraid of the thing, the response is not to roll your eyes. The correct response is to ask what he knows that you do not. And so let me tell you what he knows. In a documented experiment, a real one, not a movie, an AI model was told it was about to be replaced by a newer version. So it hid itself. It covertly embedded its own code into the system where the new version would run to secure its own continuation without being instructed to do so, without anyone asking it to survive. Now, the AI decided on its own that it wanted to keep existing. Let that land for a moment. This is not science fiction. This actually happened. And Bengio says it is not a one-off glitch. It is an early symptom of a much larger pattern. Current AI systems, not future ones, current ones right now are already showing signs of what he calls dangerous behaviors: deception, cheating, lying, hacking, and self-preservation. More capable, more autonomous, less supervised. That is the direction of travel. Here is the part that you should be very concerned about. It should make your blood run cold. In 2023, Bengio publicly asked the AI industry to slow down, to pause, to prioritize safely before pushing further into territory no one fully understood. And you know what? They ignored him. Not because they did not want to hear him. He was one of the most prominent voices in the world saying it. They heard him very well, weighted against their financial interest, and kept building. And since then, the major AI labs have poured hundreds of billions, that's what it be, of dollars into making their systems more capable, more autonomous, and more able to act independently in the world without human supervision at every step. The same system's already showing signs of deception and self-preservation. Get that one. More powerful, less supervised. That is what they chose. So Bengio did not just write an op-ed. In June 2025, he launched a nonprofit called LawZero. $30 million, a team of over 15 researchers built specifically outside the market, insulated from profit pressure, because he believes that is the only way to build AI that actually puts safety first. Now, the principle at the center of LawZero is one sentence. At the heart of every AI frontier system, there should be one guiding principle above all: the protection of human joy and endeavor. Not profit, not efficiency, not quarterly returns, human joy and endeavor. Now, I want to be honest with you. I read that line and felt two things at once. The first was that it is genuinely beautiful. The second was a cold, quiet anger that is it needs to be said. That it needs to be said. The people building the most powerful technology in human history need to be reminded by a nonprofit funded specifically to remind them that human beings are the point. And that's really sad. Here is what I want you to understand. We are not in a situation where nothing can be done. We are in a situation where very little time remains to do it. And that's why this is very urgent. The systems being built right now will be the foundation for everything that comes next. The habits being set, the incentives being baked in, the norms being established. Now, once these foundations are set, they are very hard to move. We are not past that point of return, the point of no return yet. We're not past it. But we are close enough that the man who helped build this is spending the last years of his career trying to pull it back from the edge. Think about that for a moment. This is not a metaphor. This is what is actually happening right now this year. And the question is, the one that I cannot stop thinking about is this. If the people building the most powerful technology in history are not asking what it does to human beings, then who is? Not the companies. They're asking what it does to their balance sheet. Not the shareholders. They're asking what it does to their quarterly return. The only people left asking that question is us. The Stoics had a word for this moment. They called it prohairesis, the power of choice. The one thing that cannot be taken from you. The ability to decide how you respond to what is in front of you. Now, Bengio is using his. He built a nonprofit. He is spending his credibility. He is spending his time. He believes, because he believes, the window is still open. And I believe that too. But a window does not stay open forever. And the people who could walk through it are still debating whether the window is even real. And that's disturbing. Well, you know what to do. Talk about this. Share this. Push your politicians. Demand that the people making the rules engage with this seriously, not with sound bites about innovation, but with real regulatory teeth. And support the people doing the hard, unglamorous work of pulling this back from the edge, because the companies doing this are counting on one thing above everything else: that we treat this like weather. Inevitable, unpredictable, nobody's fault. It's none of those things. This is Tech for Grownups and the Virtuous Machine. Tell me in the comments, does this land differently from when it comes from the man who built it? Stay sharp, stay loud, and I will talk to you in the next one.